There we go. We're live and now we have sound. Welcome into the Flippin Hippos YouTube channel, everybody. I'm the Flippin Hippo. I'm Star, the Flipping Hippo. Today is Wednesday, September 18th. You know what that means, right? It means we have less than 2 weeks until Q4. Whoop whoop. I'm so excited for Q4. This summer just felt really bad. It felt really slow. I don't know. I felt like the end of August was just like our sales were in the toilet. They were in the tank. Nothing was happening. Nothing was selling. But like I said in a lot of my videos during that time, Seller Hub still showed us up from last year. So last year was even worse. So I guess you just forget how bad it is because last summer was worse than this summer, and I felt like this summer was worse when I was going through it. I guess you just forget. Q4 hits, you start selling like mad, and fortunately for those of us that sell used clothing, it really doesn't stop after Q4. As we get into the beginning of the year, people are still spending the money that they received and their gift cards that they received. And most of those folks are buying clothing for themselves, used clothing. And then we get into tax season, and a lot of people are spending their money then. So I think it's just like from October through like March or April. March and April are really a good time for used clothing, by the way. March and April is the Q4 for used clothing. Everything's so good that by the time the next summer hits, you just forgot how bad the last summer was. But yeah, I'm definitely super stoked for Q4. We have been listing our faces off. I challenged you guys in the live show Sunday night to list double. If that's not feasible for you, please don't kill yourselves, but list more every day than you usually do. Put the work in now because you will absolutely thank yourself later. So definitely be listing more every day. We have been listing more every single day. Our sales are increasing. We're slowly climbing out of that slump. And make sure you're getting in all those really good items people are going to want in Q4. If you watched my haul video last week and saw the Mickey Mouse gumball machine, it's already sold and out the door. Things like that are going to start going, guys, and they're going to start going quick. Let me look at the chat and say hi to folks. Hi, Linda. Happy Wednesday to you too. Hump day, hump day. Kimberly's here. Pete says, I can't wait to see what you got. Picked up 33 plushies yesterday and 31 the week before. I think my business is taking a definite turn towards plush and shoes. Well, Pete, you and I are in the same boat. I've actually been sourcing a lot of shoes lately as well. And I feel like all I've been listing for 2 weeks, 15 to 20 listings a day, is shoes, 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 some plush, and more shoes. But yeah, we're definitely doing a lot of plush and shoes lately. But that's good because that's the kind of stuff that's going to go in Q4. But yeah, you got 64 plush friends. Yay! Jody says hi to Keith or hi to Star and Keith maybe. Hi to you, Jody. Keith's at work. Since he still works outside of the show. He still works outside of the house. I'm not the star of the show. Henry and Hannah back here are the stars. Virginia's here. Welcome in. Sherry says, my first live show with you, Star. I've been watching you for the last couple of months, and your tips have helped me so much. Oh, I love to hear that. Thank you so, so much for watching, and I'm glad I'm helping you. That's my goal, to give everyone a realistic and honest look at reselling and help everyone along the way while I show you the mistakes we make and the things we do that are successful as well. But I really try to show you guys the humanity side of it. I think a lot of people come into this with stars in their eyes, and you guys need to see the reality because it's not, this is not glamorous. We literally sell other people's garbage for money. The year is flying by, Nick. Absolutely it is. I cannot believe we are 2 weeks away from Halloween. I mean October. I mean the month of Halloween. My favorite time of year. I'm stoked. Rhonda and Amelia are here. Welcome in. Stark Raven Wild. Hey, girl. She says she has some video game related plushies to sell, like Sonic the Hedgehog and Donkey Kong. Oh my god. Those are good plush. You kind of heard my voice inflect when I was reading your comment. Absolutely. Sonic the Hedgehog and Donkey Kong, anytime I find them, which is not often, go for really good money and they go fast. They do not last in the store. I've even had Tails from Sonic, and he doesn't last. Especially, not especially, also is the word I was looking for. Also, you want to look for Super Mario Brothers because that's a classic that people still love. In fact, I had a Yoshi I was going to photograph yesterday and list, but he needed a bath. So he's currently sitting and drying. He had to go through the washing machine. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome in. So we're going to jump into the haul, y'all. The haul, y'all. Rhymes. Okay, I'm amusing myself. But anyway, we're going to jump into the haul, y'all. We went to one Goodwill Sunday, and we went to 2 community yard sales on Saturday. Tomorrow, I will be back live with all of the clothing that you see here that we got from Goodwill Sunday on 99-cent day, and I've got 2 bags full of yard sale goodies to show you, and one exciting find at the Goodwill. Amazing. But we'll be back with the clothing and the yard sale finds tomorrow. At that point, I will tell you the total amount that we spent for the whole weekend on everything because I don't have the receipt in front of me. I can tell you I have 44 plush here. 41 of those plush were 50 cents a piece. So that would be $20.50. And the other 3 plush I paid up for. Woo! I paid 99 cents for them. That's so funny for me when I say I paid up for a plush and it's only 99 cents. But the other 3 were 99 cents each, so that's $23.50 on these 44 plush. I keep touching them. I love them. I love plush. They're my friends. And then we spent some money at yard sales and everything. I'll get the total for you guys tomorrow for everything, but I can tell you I did remember what we spent on the plush because I was so excited, and we were counting them out at the register. They know us at the Goodwill, so they always tell me my total of plush at the end because I asked them for that. It pays to make friends, guys, at the Goodwill, by the way. Keith and I are very, very nice shoppers. Before we go to ring out, we take all of the hangers off of our clothing ourselves, and we go behind and hang them on the rack that the workers hang the stuff on at the register. They let us back there. They know what we're doing. So we take all the hangers off. We hang them up. We give them all of the tagged clothes that are 99 cents for the week first in one pile. Then we give them a pile of full price clothing. Then we give them all the shoes and then the plush and then anything we have new at tags because they know that the new at tags, the plush, and the shoes, get this, every worker there knows that those get bagged together because the new at tags, plush, and shoes don't go through our washing machine and dryer, but the other stuff does, and we want it separated before we get home. They help us separate everything at the register, and they always count the plush for me and tell me how much I have. And yes, they do know we're resellers at that Goodwill. The one closest to us, the only one in the area that does the 50-cent plush. We do know all of them. They absolutely love and adore us. I guess it's because we take the hangers off and we're so organized and ready when we get up there. And they know we're resellers, so they do kind of sometimes hold stuff back for us. There's one girl that works there that actually, when I'm going through and looking at stuff, she'll bring me items and ask me if I want them. She keeps her eye out and brings stuff to me. They hold stuff back. They sometimes put plush in the basket when they see, when they know I'm gonna come. Just for me, like the really good plush that shouldn't be 50 cents. So you guys, it really does pay to be really nice and considerate when you're at the thrift stores to the employees and make friends. And after you establish the relationship and you make friends and you feel comfortable, you can reveal to them that you're a reseller. Most of them are very accepting. Everyone at that store thinks it's great. They're so intrigued by it. They are so interested in it. They ask us questions. But I'm digressing and telling you guys the whole story. Let me check the chat one more time and then we'll start looking at my friends. Jennifer, hi, welcome in, Dragonfly Girl from North Carolina. I hope you are not getting hit by any storms. Mr. Spock Build-A-Bear to the UK. Kimberly, how much did that Spock Build-A-Bear go for? I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. How much did you sell your Spock for? Holly's here. Welcome in, Holly. I run amok. You guys see her with the blue wrench. She's one of my moderators and very good friends. She'll be here in, a week from this Saturday for the meetup, right, Holly? Hello from Australia. It's 2 a.m. Wow. So I'm not sure how long I'll be able to stay awake, but I'm excited to be here. Well, welcome in, Nicole. Thank you for joining us all the way from down under at 2 a.m. If you poop out and you get tired and fall asleep, you can always come back and watch the replay. Well, let's get started. I use this guy as an example in my live show Sunday night to show you guys what kind of things are going to be selling in Q4. If you have anything like this in your death pile, definitely dig it out. It's in its package. Someone will buy it as a gift. And it's Christmas. He's a dancing pal. Unfortunately, I think he's been tried so much that he's not going to work in the box. Oh, he does work. I'm a liar. He's trying to work. So the batteries in him are dead because people push the try me button. So what I'll do when I list him, and I will say he's new in his box, I will disclose this damage here and say his box has cosmetic damage and tears from storage, and that the batteries that come in him as a display no longer work. But he will work once they're replaced. He sings, dances for the jolly season. I don't know, he's cute. He's a moose. Who doesn't like moose? Mooses, mice. And the color of the week was pink, so he was 99 cents. And I think he's cute. $18 plus shipping. Good job. That's awesome. I want a Spock Build-A-Bear. You guys, I have a big old giant friend. Isn't he cute? Hi, Elizabeth. This is a Dan D collector's choice. It's the only reason I got him because he's ginormous. And a big old plain teddy bear like this is just going to be a hassle. But, I mean, he's going to be hard to photograph. Look at his tail. He's so cute. Look at his tail. I love his little tail. Anyway, but he's Dan D collector's choice, which you guys know is a Bolo plush brand. Can you see it? I have no depth perception. I hope you can see it. Anyway, he was 99 cents. You can see his pink tag. He's got little hearts on his feet. He's big. I'm going to show you one other giant plush I got, and then we're going to have a little bit of talk about shipping real quick. For those of you who are looking at these huge plush and asking me if I'm out of my mind and how do I ship them, and then we'll get into the smaller guys. This is a Humphrey Hug-A-Bear. So it's not that great of a brand, but Humphrey Hug-A-Bear is a 'twas the night before Christmas bear. He does something. He needs batteries. He's got his hang tag. I think he looks like a she, but I don't know. He's in a Santa suit, I guess. Anyway, he's in a Santa suit. He's got little bells. He's got a little hat. He's real soft. And there's a tag on him that says about batteries. So this is what I'm going to have to get naked, undress him. I found it. So what I'll do is I'll put batteries in him and test him and see if he works, and hopefully he does. He was worth the risk for 99 cents because guess what? He is also Dan D collector's choice. Giant bears. Is he hard to ship? I knew that question was coming. I didn't see that when I said we're going to take a break to talk about shipping. So here's the thing. If plush weigh under a pound, you can ship them first class by weight. No matter how big they are, it doesn't matter. The dimensional rules, you guys know the new dimensional rules that came into place, is only for priority mail, and it can get expensive. It's 12 by 12 by 12. If something is bigger than 12 length, 12 width, and 12 height, and it's priority and weighs over a pound, it can get expensive. But it can be as ginormous as you want if it weighs under a pound. So with a lot of plushies, even though they're big, if they don't weigh a pound, you're golden. You got to get big poly bags though. They do sell giant poly bags. I always recommend the Boxery. The link is in my description box down below to the Boxery on eBay. They have great prices. I'm supposed to disclose by law. If you use my link, I get a small commission. Anyway, the Boxery is a great place. They're actually really great people. I've met them twice now in Vegas at eBay Open. At their little stand, their booth. Their guys are great. They're amazing. I follow them on Instagram. They have really amazing customer service. If you purchase from them a lot, they will find you on social media. They will follow you, and they will interact with you on your social media. And they'll send you coupons and discount codes. They'll send you messages, private messages with special deals for you. But they sell stuff in bulk. It's very cheap. I absolutely love the Boxery. So you got to get the big poly bags. That's if they weigh under a pound. They can be as big as they want, and you just got to find a bag big enough to put them in. And hopefully, you know, you're not worried about hang tags or hard eyeballs. You can always wrap. See, like the smaller plush, when I want to protect them, I can put them in a small box and not worry about weight. Big ones, you don't want to push them over a pound just in case because of the dimension thing. So you can always bubble wrap their hang tags tight against them and like blindfold their eyeballs or whatever. All right, so if I don't know if the year on the foot makes a difference. I haven't looked them up or comped them yet. Good question though. I've never seen that bear before, or I could probably answer you. So 34-inch FAO Schwartz bear. Please tell me how to ship. He's taking up half my couch. Well, first you got to find out if he weighs under a pound. If he's under a pound, get a ginormous poly bag. I can't remember the dimensions of mine, but if you have time and you want to go back a year in time and watch my old video from last year, when you have time, how we ship and prep our plush for how we prep and pack our plush for shipping, I think is what the video is called. In that video, I do remember that I told you all the dimensions of all the different boxes and bag sizes that I use to ship plush in, or you can just go on the Boxery and look for the big ones. The big bags are not cheap. It's not like you're getting them for a penny a bag like the 9x12s you would use for clothing. They're a little bit more expensive, but it helps because if you put them in a box and you push them over a pound, you're spending more on shipping anyway. So, all right, so what happens if they weigh over a pound? How do I weigh something so big? Good question, Elizabeth. So I have this box. We're going to talk about this box for plush that weigh over a pound that are giant. So this box here, I put this on my scale and then I zero it out. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Let me show you because I want to make sure that when I show you guys stuff, I'm actually teaching you how to do it. So you would turn your scale on. My scale is really old and gross. Look at that. It's all scratched up. It's dented. Anyway, it's a great scale. I've dropped it about 10 times and it never broke. If you don't have a scale, you should get this one. The affiliate link for that is also in my description box. So if you want to get a good scale, I do recommend this. You can get it. Give us a couple pennies in commission at no cost to you. I have literally dropped this down the stairs. I've dropped it off a table. It's a great scale. Anyway, you want to turn your scale on, get it on a flat surface just like you would weigh anything. You put the box on top of the scale and then you push this button here. If you have a different scale, it's going to be different, but everyone's scale has a way to zero it out. If you have something on it that's pushing the weight up, you push your zero out button and it brings the weight back to zero while the box is still on the scale. And then you put your plushie in the box. You push that same button you used to zero it out on this scale. You might have a different scale, but every scale has a way to zero it out if something's on it and a way to hold the readout for you if you take stuff off. So you put the box on, you zero it out, you put the plush inside, you push the hold button, you move the box and the plush off, and you'll be able to see what the plush weighs. That's exactly how I do it because you can't get them on here or anything. So I just put them in there to weigh them. That's how I weigh them. So again, under a pound in a poly bag, you're golden. It doesn't matter if it's bigger than 12 by 12 by 12. If it weighs more than a pound, you could run into trouble. This box is the biggest box we have found that stays within those dimensions. You got a little bit of room on this. You can order these for free from the United States Postal Service website, USPS.com. These are absolutely free for you to order. You can order a whole bunch at one time or just a little bit if that's what you need. It is legitimately called the large mailing box. That's what you're going to be looking for. It's not a flat rate. It is just the large mailing box. I love these. I use these for plush all the time because I know that I'm within the dimensions. So if a plush that weighs over a pound fits in this box, you're under those dimensions, so you're not looking at the astronomical shipping rates. You're not looking at paying $50 to ship a plush to California from New York. The dimensions on this box, as you can see, are 12 by 12 by 8. So you technically have 4 more inches this way. So if you had a plush that stuck out and you were so inclined to want a Frankenbox, you got 4 inches to play with. So you can put it in here, cut your flaps off. You guys know how to Frankenbox, I hope. I hope you have a box cutter, because using scissors is absolutely for the birds. But anyway, you have about 4 inches to play with this box. If you get something in there and it sticks a little bit up, you can go 4 more inches up and you're still okay. You're still just going to pay regular priority rate. If you have a plush that weighs over a pound and it doesn't fit in this box and you can't like squish it in here or get it in there, I don't even worry about the 4 inches. I literally just go by the rule of thumb. If it weighs over a pound and it fits in this box, I'm okay. If it doesn't, that's when you're looking at the astronomical stuff. So then what you want to do, if it doesn't fit in there, I usually just lay the plush down and measure it lengthwise, widthwise, and heighthwise, and add like an inch on each side, or 2 inches even for room. And when I list the plush, I do calculated shipping. I put in its weight and I put in its dimensions, because it's going to go in a giant poly bag at this point, even though it's priority. Unless you want to try to find a bigger box or something. If you have bigger boxes laying around, you can still use a box. But I always use the giant bags at this point, because you can mail priority in those. And it's going to be expensive. So what you want to do is give your buyer options. So you'll put in the weight, the dimensions, give yourself an inch or two from what you measured for room, for padding, or the bag, or the box, or whatever. And then give your buyer options, because it can get very expensive, especially across the country. You can legitimately pay, and I'm not kidding, because Keith and I were playing around on the back end when the dimension thing first kicked in. We had, I don't know what it was. It was a shirt that was going to California. So we went into the back end in our seller hub and said print shipping label, and you know how it comes up to that screen where you can keep changing the dimensions and the weights. Because it was in California, we chose that sale to do the experiment with, and we were changing the dimensions and the weight, and it can get up to like $50 to ship something priority mail that's over 12 by 12 by 12 to Crazy balls. So you got to give your buyer options. You want to put in parcel select, which is 2 to 9 days, but it's super duper cheap. You can offer them USPS, and you can offer them FedEx, and you can also check pirate ship. How often are you going to run into a plush that weighs over a pound that won't squish down into that box? I've ran into it twice out of all the animals I've sold. So it's not going to happen often. Just kind of keep that in mind when you're sourcing. But also keep in mind when you're sourcing, if you look at something and it's a ginormous thing, and you know it's going to weigh over a pound, and you know it's going to be over 12 by 12 by 12, but it's $1 and it's a Disney park, buy it anyway and sell it local. Like, don't not source plush that are going to be worth money or be a good return on your investment just because it's too big, because you can always sell them local. Okay? So, I did want to pause after the 2 big ones to have that little talk with you. Under a pound can be as big as it wants to be. Over a pound, it better fit in that box, regular rates. If it doesn't, it's going to get expensive, and you want to explore options and give your buyer choices. Let me look at the chat. James's Closet is here. Jennifer, hi, welcome in. That's the box. Yeah, that box is 12 by 12 by 9, so it's definitely under the dimensions where they start charging more. And I actually keep that box with me when I'm photographing plush. That way I can weigh the big ones like I showed you, and I can shove them in there and see if they're going to fit, if they weigh over a pound. Most of them do. Like that bear, I mean, they're plush. You are not going to kill a plush. You are not going to destroy a plush if you fold its legs up and its little arms in and squish its head. You know what I mean? What do I think about compressing a large plush down and wrapping in saran wrap or moving wrap to make it? I think that's okay. I mean, they're plush. They're going to plop back out. I mean, it depends. Like, you guys have probably had those really hard ones with, like, the styrofoam filling crap in it. Those I wouldn't do it with, because I don't think that stuff pops back out once it's been squished. But normal plush, like this bear, absolutely. It's got the normal stuffing, so you can squish it and it pops back out. So you can get big things like this into that box. Just shove it in. Trust me, they won't cry. I've never had a plush cry when I was shoving it in a box. All right, let's look at some of the smaller ones now. So everything else I'm about to show you was 50 cents. Those 3 were 99 and the rest was 50 cents. I got 41 for 50 cents. Y'all know those employees that are my friends stacked that cart for me Sunday. They knew I was coming. Look at this guy. If I sing a lot today, it's because I like all of these guys a lot. I got a lot of really cool guys. I got a lot of really guys I really think are cute. And I sing to my plush. And that's just me. I'm a weirdo. He is a Thai. And his name is, or her name, it's a girl. Her name is Esmeralda, that old black magic. And again, Thai is hit or miss. The Beanie Boos do well. But this is a witch. And, you know, Halloween's coming up. So I'm going to set her over here. I want her up soon. I got a little set of something, so I'll dig them out. All right. This is, I don't know what this is. Video Vegetables stuffed toy. Oh, 1987. So he is a vintage tomato. I'm not sure is he from VeggieTales? I don't know. His tag says Video Vegetables, so I'll have to look him up. I don't think he's a VeggieTale, but isn't he weird? And he's like 30 years old. Over 30 years old. This tomato is older than Keith. That's funny. Yeah, the vintage tie does well. The Beanie Boos with the glitter eyes. The characters like the TY Sparkle My Little Ponies and the TY, I always call it TY, it's Thai. The Lion King. You know, I think pop culture characters of any brand do well. So this guy is from Ice Age. He's a Namco plush. But he's official Ice Age. Brr, he's a dinosaur. Brr, he's cute. If you wonder where I'm trying to land them all in this giant IKEA bag I have next to me. So they'll be in there for their photo session tomorrow. Nintendo, I think this is a Pokemon. It's not one that I'm familiar with, but I think he is. Can you read that? Nintendo. Snake. Whatever he is. This is Charizard. I do know him. And he has the same kind of tag as that last guy. So, I'm going to assume the last guy was also a Pokemon. Pokemon do well, guys. Always grab Pokemon. You want to look for the Pokemon Center in Tomy. Those are the most expensive ones. But any Pokemon, snatch it up. I don't recognize this guy. He's a cactus. He's Disney. So if anyone knows who this guy is, I'm assuming he's probably from some Disney Junior show that I'm not familiar with because my kids are old farts. But if you know who he is, let me know. I appreciate the help when you guys do help me. I do research a lot, but it's always nice when you guys are like, oh, hey, I know who that is, because you saved me some time, and I absolutely appreciate it. And I'll pay you back. You can put pictures of your plush in my Facebook group, and I'll help you. We can all help each other. We're all learning. None of us knows everything. We can all help each other and learn more every day. That is why I love the reselling community. Classic Toy Company. Giraffe. You guys know I love these classic toy companies. Some people say they can't give these away for free. I sell them really well. I don't know. I do well with them. I always tell people to get them if you see them, especially the dragons and the bigger ones. I think just like with anything that depends on what the animal is. You know, dragons are going to do the best. Dragons, dinosaurs, unicorns, things like that. More obscure animals that are harder to find. This is another Thai, but this is the Secret Life of Pets. Is her name Gidget? Yes. This is Gidget. That giraffe is super cute. I like him. Another dandy. It was a dandy kind of day. This one, I feel, yep. I'm going to have to open him up. Put some batteries in him and see if he works. Test him out. But isn't he a cute little bunny? He's so soft. We'll put him over there so I can test him. I got another little Halloween plush. An orange M&M. And I don't know. I'm really tempted to keep this one. Fun fact. Most of you probably don't know this about me because I don't remember ever talking about it. I have an obsession with M&Ms. And anytime they come out with a new flavor, even if I think it's going to be gross, I have to go get it and try it. So don't ever look in my freezer. What I do is when they come out with new flavors, I wait till, like if they came out with flavors for Halloween or pumpkin for Thanksgiving, I wait till the holiday's over. I go the day after to Target, and they always have their candy like 75% off, and I'll buy a bag of each different flavor. I put them in my freezer, and I only ever eat like 2 or 3 M&Ms at a time, honestly. I've never sat and just ate M&Ms. Like I eat 3 or 4 on the weekend on my cheat day. But I just love to try all the different flavors, and I'm obsessed with them. And whenever I hear about new flavors, I have to grab them. And I love Halloween. So I think he's going on my desk. I think I'm keeping the M&M. I love M&Ms. The classic peanut's still my favorite, in spite of all the different flavors they've ever had. What do I hide in my freezer? Just M&Ms. Just lots and lots of M&Ms. Kathy says, I have a 1982 sheepdog that is about 3.5 feet tall. Sourced before dimensions were charged extra. See if you can't cram them in a box, and if not, Kathy, put them in your local Facebook marketplace, Craigslist. Just try to sell them locally. Someone will buy them. He's a vintage sheepdog, and he's that big. I guarantee you someone would buy it for a gift for someone for the holiday season. I have a turtle. He has a big face. Isn't he cute? Look at his big face. I don't even know who the heck he is. I just wanted him. He is a little pet shop. Yep, that's what that LPS is. So he's a littlest pet shop turtle. And he's got a big face. I think he's so cute. Why do I hide in my freezer? That's so funny. I'm still laughing. Another classic toy company. This one has his hang tag. And he's a frog. Hello, my darling. Hello, my baby. He's not that frog, though. Got another Halloween plush. This one is so cute. It's Sugarloaf. So, Sugarloaf is not a good brand, you guys. It's a claw machine toy. It really is. These are claw machine carnival prize toys. But it's Halloween. And it was 50 cents, so I'm going to try it. It's a bear with spider webs all over him, and he's so cool. So we'll put him right here. I need to get my Halloween plush up like last week. So I got another Coke thing. I just put my Coca-Cola. Do you guys remember the Coca-Cola seal? He just got listed last night. I really stay away from the polar bears. They've really been run to the bottom. But if I find other animals with the Coke bottle for 50 cents, I'll bring them home and risk it. Worst case, I gotta sell them for $10. Yeah, he's kind of super cool. He might end up sticking around here too. He's so neat. All right, dragons. Speaking of dragons. Any brand of dragon, buy them if you find them cheap. If you see them at yard sales or whatever. This is an actual Beanie Baby. It is an old school Beanie Baby, which is, most of them are trash and not worth picking up. But this is a Chinese dragon, and I'm going to try it. He was only 50 cents, so I brought him home because he's a dragon. I sold the Beanie Baby Scorch. Here he is. I've had him in the store before, and he's gone for like 14. In fact, one of the first plush we ever sold, It wasn't Scorch. There's another Thai dragon, and it was like one of the first plush we ever sold for like 12 or 13 bucks that we got from the bins for 10 cents, basically. So I always bring the dragons home. People love dragons. This is a Jelly Belly bear. I just took photos of an orange one yesterday, and now I found a grape one. So cute. We've got another Pokemon. And when I say Pokemon and I don't tell you their name, that means I don't know who they are. But Keith knows all about Pokemon, so he'll be able to help me. This one's ugly. Gross. He's gross. Hey, Colleen. Welcome in. Thanks for joining us. All right. You guys know about the Gans Webkins. I talk about them enough. The thing with these is they are hit or miss. I have had Gans without the code that have sold for more money than some with the sealed code. The codes never expire, by the way. So if you find the sealed code, that's a good thing. They never expire. As far as I know, I checked their website. This is a lemur. It's just hit or miss. I think it really depends on the animal, because I've had some go for 18, like a seal that went for $18, didn't have its code, and then I get some home. Sorry guys, I'm like blocking my face. I get some home that have their code, and anyway, I always risk them if I find them for $1 or less. This guy has his code. He's a lemur. He's super cute. Super cute. I think all plush are cute. I think that's because most plush are animals, and I love animals, and I think all animals are precious and cute. Those of you that follow me on Instagram may have seen my hamster the other night. MC Hamster. I put her on Instagram eating a tomato. I love all animals. They're all so cute. Dandy. Again, this one's a sock monkey. Sock monkeys do really well, any brand, but Dandy is a bonus. We have PJ Masks. I don't know who the heck this is. She's a superhero. I'll figure it out. If you know, you can tell me. That's great. Otherwise, I'll look it up. She's a superhero. I don't even know who she is, but I grabbed her because she's a superhero. And those are always a bolo, especially the more well-known ones. But you know, this is the petting zoo, which is at Hershey Park on the other side of the state from me. This is a alligator, crocodile. I'll probably put both in the title for keywords just because. Here is Stuffy the dragon. Dude. I said dude. Dudes, listen, I have sold like 3 of this guy. I don't know what it is about him. He's from Doc McStuffins, and he just sells. He's a dragon, but every time I get him and put him in the store, he's gone within like a week. PJ Masks, she is Owlette. Thank you so much. Is that like another Disney show I'm out of touch with, or Nickelodeon? Because I have old kids. Rhonda and Amelia doesn't know anything, but they sold her for $15. Good to know. Thank you so much. 6 scans Webkins without codes for $30. Yeah, I wouldn't sell them as a lot. I'd break them up because, like I said, with the Gans Webkins, they're either hit or miss. There's some of the animals that go for a lot more, so I'd split them up, do them individually, especially if you only paid 35 cents for them. That's an amazing deal. Forgot her name. Colleen, I didn't get to your comment before I got to read it. I kind of saw the comment pop up. Sorry. Dandy also currently makes Sock Monkey dog toys. Yes. And they also make Tigger. I sold a Tigger. It was a Dandy Collector's Choice dog toy. Like it literally said on the tag, dog toy. And it was a Tigger. It was pretty cool. Alright, this is Piglet. It's just Mattel. It's not even Disney. So this is a cheaper one. I'll get him for 50 cents though. Because he's Piglet. I have have no idea what the heck I brought home. This is another Sugarloaf. Evil. I don't know. It's a hard face. Y'all know. Majority of the time, if you find a soft body with a hard face and or hard arms, they do pretty well, regardless of brand. There's some brands that are worth more. This is just, I don't know. Is it supposed to be Valentine's Day because it says I love you, but it's a devil? I'm going to put him over here with my Halloween plush and put Halloween in his, and as a keyword in his title. Oh, okay. You almost bought the poop cup. That was cute. That was definitely a cute poop cup. Disney Junior. Thank you, Nicole. Yeah, I'm out of touch with those anymore because, you know, my kids are grown pretty much. Well, one is an adult now as of Friday the 13th. My oldest is 18. I have an adult. You know how old that makes me feel? My own age doesn't make me feel as old as my kids' ages make me feel old, if that makes sense. You guys that are moms, you understand, right? Anyway, I got another Gans, hit or miss, white tiger, blue eyes. He's got his code. Why did I get this one? Sometimes I do weird things. Oh, because it's Susan Komen for The Cure. That's why. Susan Komen for The Cure. I'm like, who the heck is this bear? And has nothing. Oh, goodness. Can you read that? Million Bear Miracle. So, it's a breast cancer awareness. Susan Komen for The Cure Bear. Got a lot of plush, guys. This one doesn't work anymore. I don't even see a way to open her up. It's Ty. Zoe from Monstas. I've sold her before, and I believe I've sold her working and not working. You just got a discount for the, you know, damage, but she's cute. She's cute regardless. I sell broken plush all the time. You just gotta, you know, you realize they're gonna go for a lot less, and people will still buy them. Alright. This mouse is like... Okay, I have a pet hamster, so if that doesn't tell you that rodents are like my favorite. I love rodents, right? Check out this mouse. Isn't she so cute with her straw hat and her little dress? I just think she's so cute, and she has a long pink tail. She's so cute. She's a Beechwood bunch. Never heard of them. But I just thought she was just to die for. So cute. Someone will love her and give her a forever home. And... oh, what else do we have in here? Oh, a pound puppy. This guy needs lint rolled like there's no tomorrow. These usually don't do too well, but for 50 cents, I'll grab them. He'll be bread and butter. The size, I should say. I have had 2 from yard sales. So the giant pound puppies, I got them for like $1 a piece. Those sold for like 20, 25 plus shipping. This was like 2-3 years ago. I can't remember. But I do remember the big ones selling for a lot. So I'm always on the lookout for those. The little ones, not so much. But for 50 cents, you know, you need bread and butter and filler of every type of item you sell. And this thing is Disney. And I say thing because, yet again, it's something I'm not familiar with. I'm assuming it's Disney Junior because that's usually if it's Disney and I don't know what the heck it is, it's from a Disney Junior show that's come out in the last, you know, 10 or so years since my kids stopped watching kids stuff. You can see that it says Disney. So you can see clearly that if something has Disney on the tag, I buy it even if I don't know the character because Disney is a bolo. But just like that piglet, he's going to be worth less money. The official Disney like that, the Disney parks, the Walt Disney World, and the Disney store are going to be your best bet. The store and parks are like the highest, and then the official Disney, anything with Just Play, Mattel, Hasbro, anything like that, it's going to go for less money. So if you find it cheap enough, grab it, but not if it's a lot of money. But me, if I see Disney, I grab it. I'm like, I know it's Disney. I know it's worth money. If I don't know who the character is, I can always find it out. You guys know that you can search Google by images, right? So you can take a picture of your little guy if you don't know who he is, and you can go to Google, search by image, and upload your photo, and it will pull up similar photos, and oftentimes it'll find that character or another toy like him for you. And you can always ask for help in my Facebook group. If you're stumped, everyone in there is very helpful. I think everyone in there is really addicted to seeing other people's plush too. So it's okay to ask for help in there and put your plush in there, because we all love to see everybody else's plush that they get. There's a lot of plush lovers in there. Anyway, I think he's cute. He's weird. I don't know what he is. Okay, guys, I'm going to call them by the correct name for once. These are not rescue pets. These are Paw Patrol. I'm telling you, I always call the Paw Patrol dogs rescue pets because when my kids were small, rescue pets were the thing. But I got this dude. He's got his little tush side tag thing. And I believe this is Marshall. Is his name Marshall? I don't know. I don't care. He's cute. I'll figure his name out. I have all of these in the store, so I'll just like comp off myself and find out what their names are off myself. This guy is also Paw Patrol. So I got 3 Paw Patrols. And I'm getting to the end of the plush, guys, and about 10-ish, 15 minutes left until I hit an hour, which is the longest I like to keep people usually. So if you have any questions now about plush, anything, reselling, anything, I don't care. You can ask me anything. Throw them in the comments and I'll try to get to you before we leave for the day. But start putting them in now and I'll answer as I show you the last little bits of plush I found. Just a Genera Cookie Monster. He is... I don't even see a brand on him. So again, Sesame Street's the same way. If you find like the Henson or Sesame Street on their tag, they're definitely better than Fisher Price, which is what he is. But for 50 cents, I'm going to grab them, right? Alright. I have 2 things left to show you, so make sure you put your comments, questions in the comments. I'm trying to decide. I'm going to save this one for last. So I dug through everything and I only found 5. I'm sure at one point they probably had all 7. Because if I found 5, you have to think that when someone donated these, they donated all 7. I dug through everything. I went through both carts at the front that were 50 cents. I even went back to the regular priced plush section and dug and dug and dug. They have like little bins. They stick little ones like this in. I looked through everything. I took like 10, I don't know if it was that long. But I looked through every single place that they keep plush in that store and I only found 5. So 2 were either bought because it was somebody's favorite dwarf, or they just saw them on top and didn't bother digging for the rest like I do because they're not a reseller. I'm kind of sad that I didn't get all 7 because I have all 7 of the giant ones. So I have 5. So what I will do is probably split them up. If I had all 7, I would sell them as a set. Absolutely. But because I have only 5, I'm most likely just going to split them up because I don't see the point of selling a set of 5 of the 7 dwarfs. But I do have a set of 7 of the big ones. They're up for like a lot of money. I can't remember what I did, like 150. Disney store, by the way. These are also Disney store. Gemini, thank you for all your advice and tips. I'm in the process of changing over my inventory system to one like yours, and I love it. Good. Do it now before it's too late, because we were a mess last year. I literally had to take 2 weeks off of listing in January of 2018 to fix our inventory. It was that bad. It was like we can't keep listing because there's nowhere to put the stuff. It was just awful. So learn from our mistakes, guys. Don't be us. Have an inventory system in place before it's too late, especially with Q4 coming. You want to be organized. Another person who has a great inventory system is Megan Mawiney. If you know who she is, you should be following her on Instagram. Started your plush journey. Good. Plush are fun. They're my favorite. Lilac Seller working on your I don't wannas. Good for you. Got to attack the I don't wannas. I don't wannas are just taking up space. They need to go. They need to either be listed and make you money, or they need to be out of your life. All right. So I'm going to go through and show you which ones I got. They're all Disney store. I got Dopey, Happy. Happy needs a bath. Put them over here. I'll probably just spray them all down with a little bit of Awesome and run them through the wash anyway. And then air dry them, because I don't think those should... Well, I don't think any plush should go in the dryer. Anyway, this is Doc. See who I'm missing. Grumpy and Bashful. So I'm missing Sleepy and Sneezy. Yeah, I'll definitely sell them separate, but they need a bath. I would rather... I don't know if I'm going to even stick Doc through. Doc's pretty clean looking, and these are plastic. So I'll look him over and roll him and spot clean him. Alright, last plush, guys. So if you have questions, ask them now or forever hold your peace. Jamie pops in when I'm just about to get off. Hi, Jamie. Welcome in. Most of you know Jamie as the tie guy. So I think I saved the best for last. Those would have been the best for last had I found all 7, but I did not. You guys know who that is? Felix the cat. So Felix is a bolo. Whether it's a plush or anything. In our time of reselling, and even including Keith's time of reselling before I joined him, we have found 2 Felix items, period, in the wild. I don't know if they're just hard to find or what. We actually sold a Felix DVD for $50. And we had a little tiny plastic figure of Felix that went for like $20. That was years ago, though. You know how people love to race to the bottom. But I picked him up because he's Felix. And the last time we had anything Felix, it was worth a lot of money. So I still say Felix and Betty Boop. Anything Felix and or Betty Boop. Popular. They go fast. Even if they don't go for a lot of money, I have had some Betty Boop items I got home and was disappointed when I comped it. But they go pretty fast. So if you put, $1 into a Betty Boop Christmas ornament and you comp it and you're disappointed, it's only going to go for, 15, 18? It weighs, 2 ounces? And it sells within a couple of weeks. You still got your return on your investment back quickly. So sometimes it's not about how much profit, but how quickly. If you can fill your store with bread and butter and filler items that move quickly, and you're getting your money plus a profit back very fast, that's more money for you to invest in your business. So, dwarfs. So I mean, if someone really wanted all 5 and saw that I had all 5 and asked me how to do combined shipping, I absolutely would. To be honest with you, I've never had to set that up before. Most of our stuff is free shipping. So the only things we have shipping on is stuff that weighs over a pound, with the exception of jeans or anything that can fit in a padded flat. And most people don't buy 2 DVD VCR players or 2 pairs of shoes. I'm trying to think. I don't think we've ever had anyone combine shipping just because we have so much stuff that's first class. But you just have them buy it all and not pay for it, and you can send them an invoice, and you can combine the shipping on that. And it's pretty simple. I've never done it, but I've seen enough people talking about it in the groups to tell you that's what I've read. You have them buy it, not pay for it, and you can send them an invoice and you can combine the shipping that way. So yeah, definitely. I've had people ask me about combined shipping before, but I've never done it. But I have been asked to do it, but it was by turd people. Like, we had this little clearance section where stuff was like 99 cents, $7.50 shipping, and they wanted to buy like 5 things and get it all $7.50 shipping, and it's like, well, that's not how that works. So we've changed our clearance section. I call it a section, like we have a brick and mortar. We have a category in our store called Clearance Hut because we are the Hippo Hut. I've changed that so it's no longer 99 cents, $7.50 shipping, because I got tired of it. It was like 3 times a day people wanted to buy 5 things for 99 cents a piece and get it all for $7.50 shipping. So our Clearance Hut is now $9.99 free ship, and then our auctions of the really old stuff we're trying to get rid of is 99 cents, $7 shipping. Pete, I could if I could find them cheap enough. They are Disney store, but there are a lot of uneducated plush sellers on eBay. I say that not to be rude, but I say that to be truthful. There are a lot of people on eBay who sell their plush at prices like they're selling out of their own garage. It kind of is frustrating, but it does make for good online retail arbitrage. But yeah, there's a lot of either uneducated or they're just turds. There is plush that I know darn well is worth money going for pennies. Like, there's some of it people, I don't understand. You guys know what I'm talking about when you comp. Some of it you look at and you're like, you're losing money. How are you doing that? But yeah, I'll look on Mercari too. If I can find Sneepy, if I can find Sneepy and Sleazy, boy, wouldn't Sleazy be a fun dwarf? What kind of a dwarf would Sleazy be? Sleepy and Sneezy. Disney store that have the little, like they're part of the set. Cheap enough. I may do it if someone has them up for like $4 or $5 ship, which I've seen people do. That's a good idea, Pete. Thank you very much. I didn't even think about that. We do snatch stuff online from the turds that sell stuff too cheap all the time to resell. I don't know why I didn't think about that. It would depend on the brand of the sheepdog, what it looks like. You know what I mean? It just depends on a lot of things. I can't just say this. I mean, there's no blanket price for all sheepdogs, Kathy. Are you in our Facebook group? If you're not, you should be. Put a picture in the group of the sheepdog and see what other people think. And in the meantime, you can also comp him on Mercari, eBay. Mercari and eBay, and see what kind of prices he's going for on there if you can find him, and kind of get an idea of what you should put him up for. But definitely put a picture in the group so we can see what he looks like. Make sure you show us a picture of his tag too. So show us a picture of the dog and get his tag so we can see his brand and everything, and we'll be happy to help you. I'm speaking for the entire group because everyone in that group is super cool, super positive, super helpful. Best group on Facebook, hands down, for reselling. I'm biased, but I have the best group, hands down, on Facebook. I also have the best viewers. Alright guys, it's been about an hour, so I'm going to let you all get back to work. We have less than 2 weeks now till Q4, so we all need to be banging it out and grinding away and getting ready. So you guys go be productive, I guess, and make some money. I always say that. If you want to subscribe, help us feed a hungry hippo, hit the like button before you leave. It really helps the channel, guys. And again, if you haven't already, join our Facebook group. Link is down below, or you can look for it on Facebook. Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. Pod is a group of hippos, in case you're wondering. You can also find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We're at Flippin' Hippos on all social media. Thank you guys for joining me today and hanging out with me and looking at my plush with me. Thank you so much. Your time is so valuable. So I do appreciate it. Until tomorrow, you guys go get ready for Q4. Love you guys. You're the best. Bye.